Currently southbound hiking the Pinhoti, and your place at the Hearn Inn comes highly recommended. So
Okay.
I was calling to try to book for a couple nights, probably take a 0 day there. So I was thinking I would get there on a Saturday and stay Saturday and Sunday night and leave on a Monday morning.
Okay. This coming Saturday?
Yes, yeah, sorry, I know it's only a couple days away.
No, that's fine. Are you hiking alone?
I am.
Okay, coming in on Saturday. Yeah, I can put you up.
Okay, update time. So, got picked up by Sparky right as it was about to get real dark. Sun had probably set at twilight, but so it was perfect timing. I was only waiting on the side of the road for maybe 10, 15 minutes. And it gets cold quick. Like, I was really warm, not layered up at all. As soon as I stopped hiking, sitting on the side of the road, sun going down, I threw on the puffy beanie. I took my socks off so I could rub my feet, but I had to put them back on. That's how quick the temperature drops. So it's like spring to fall to winter quick as the sun goes down. In December, he was like, yeah, let me know if you want a 0. You can stay at the place. I'm working, but I'll be home later, and you can make yourself at home. So I was like, no, I don't want a 0. It's going to be a beautiful day. I don't want to waste good weather. But I kind of was doing logistics last night, looking at the app, and I was just so tired I couldn't make a definite plan. When I woke up at 6 a.m., kind of looked at it again, and it's 40 miles to the Hearn Inn to Cave Springs, which is like a true trail town, I believe, on the Pinhoti. You walk right through it. So my plan was to stay there. I wanted to take a 0 there just based on the reviews, and it's going to rain Saturday and Sunday, the worst of it being Sunday. So if I left today with the 40 miles to get there, and it's really flat, I think it's 10 miles of like, there's a small climb out of the trailhead I got to get dropped off at, and then it's kind of a little bit of ridge walking down, and then it's really like 30 flat miles, which some of the reviews, some of the comments said there's like 12 miles of like railroad grade flat where you can just cruise. So I was like, all right, I can do that in 2 days, easy. And rather than camp outside twice in the cold, just do that short distance. I might as well camp out once, do it in 2 days, take a 0 there to stay out of the real cold, rainy weather Sunday, and then it looks similar to this week. Monday through Friday looks great. Plus I hit the Alabama portion, so there'll be shelters. If it does rain or gets colder, I can at least, have a roof overhead. I know it doesn't warm the air up, but it just gives you a little bit of peace of mind, solo winter camping. So that's the plan. 0 today, which I needed. When I went to the bathroom at like 3 in the morning, I had to grab the bed. I was hobbling. Takes my body a little warm up. I feel good now. Haven't taken any ibuprofen. I probably won't. Save that for when I'm actually moving. Let my body kind of heal. And 0 day again on Sunday. So logistics wise, I didn't look into the hike. I kind of looked into the beginning a little bit where the first resupply would be. I knew there was some road walking, but camping is tough when you get to the road walks. There's very limited, if any. I'm hoping there's like 2 spots. Like one's like 19 miles in, one's like 22 miles in. And it says you could camp there, but it's going to be kind of like, just outside of town, just off a road camping. And I'm okay with that for one night. Get in, made my reservation at the Hearn Inn, which comes highly recommended. So I'm going to stay there Saturday, Sunday. Monday morning, I will get an early start to get out and head into Alabama. Tomorrow morning, I'll also get an early start so I can start this 40 miles of a lot of road walking mixed in that 40 miles. That is the plan. I'm very happy to be here. Sparky cooked me breakfast this morning. I've had 2 coffees already, but that was a long time ago now. I've just been kind of putting my feet up, laying, watching YouTube, and just enjoying a 0 day off my feet. And that's it. I'll update later, but that is the loose plan. So as I said, staying indoors a lot, but there's some camping gaps, to put it that way, in this Georgia section. You can do it. Like I said, they're on that road walk that I've already done. There were a couple spots, but be prepared to spend a decent amount on lodging just because of lack of camping in between some of these stretches.
Sparky here. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I can't thank you enough. It was.
Be in touch.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a message and update you.
Outstanding.
Probably when I make the push towards what was it I told you? Heflin.
Yeah.
Heflin, Alabama.
Awesome.
When I get there, I'll say, hey, I made it. So
Anything
and
changes, you got my number.
then I got your number.
All
Thank
right,
you.
right on, man.
Yeah,
Take care.
appreciate it. A perfect example here. This little Forest Service road is what you've been walking up for a little bit, so you kind of get used to that. It says the cell towers are on far out. It's like a whatever point of interest you want to call it. You can click on, read the comments. So you think, all right, towers. There's more up this way, more up this way. You just keep cruising down that road. Right over here, I don't know if my camera works doing good, but there is a sign, which is nice because a lot of times there's not a sign at all. But I mean, unless you're really looking, like it doesn't look like a trailhead. So I went up, not far, but yeah, perfect example. Pay attention and check often. That way, if you do go past it, it's only a minute, not 10, 15, 20. Going down that trail, pretty wide, like ATV, and in the distance I saw, I believe it was 3 dogs. I don't think they were coyotes because one of them was all black, unless a coyote can be all black. I didn't, ooh, that fucking hurt. A little hole under the leaves there. Didn't get my knee too bad, but yeah, unless coyotes can be all black, maybe there's property up here and backs up to it and some of the dogs just explore together, but as soon as they heard me and saw me, they looked scared, did an immediate about face, ran the other way. I was expecting to walk maybe 30 seconds, a minute, and see a car or an owner walking on a hike or something with dogs. I didn't, so I don't know, haven't seen them since, so interesting. Trail getting a little better. That was really good. That was probably one of the best marked intersections in the whole 100 and whatever miles so far. So yeah, I've told the trail gets better maintained, better marked. It's starting to come true, even though I'm still in Georgia. Everyone kind of said in Alabama, but even here as you get closer, yeah. Now, still haven't seen anything since those dogs, so I don't know, maybe they were coyote. Just one of them was all black. Is that a thing? Or is it just dogs that probably just get let out and wander miles at a time together? But I don't know, the way they got scared of me made me think, I don't know, maybe it's just dogs that roam freely all the time. Either way, warming up, shed the puffy. Over 6 miles in, probably closing in on 7, and it's probably just short of 10:30. So. Blaze, sign, new blaze down there. It's getting better. It's getting better. So I think this is the start of like 10 to 12 miles of this like flat railroad grade is what I read in the comments. I don't know. Very possibly could have been road tracks through here back in the day. I know some of the AT joins like old ripped up tracks but leveled out, so enjoying it. I hope the rocks stop though. There's a lot of these little sharp, loose, just like gravel rocks, but hopefully that gets better. But yeah, I think this if my research is correct on the app, this should take me like right up until a little bit of road walking to get me basically to where, or very close to where I want to camp tonight. It is a beautiful day. I said you get like 2.5 hours of spring. This is late spring. Not quite summer, but it is warm. It's probably in the mid 60s. So under 6 miles left to the spot I want to camp at. I read more comments, and it looks like where I picked is going to be a good, decent spot. We'll see. It can always change. People could show up, but I think there might be like a bathroom close by. It's kind of like a junction, not necessarily a trailhead. So there's a garbage or something like that. I don't know if there's a bathroom and a garbage. Well, there's one of them. So under 6 miles. This has just been easy walking. Not the prettiest. You're kind of just I don't know how to explain it. Like this old Holland road you've been following, and then to my right hand side, I'm going that way. To my right hand side, there's some scenery, but it kind of goes in and out with the trees. But like, sounds like late spring, you know. Crickets are out, peepers are out. So beautiful day. But I need to get off my feet for a little bit, and I have plenty of time, so I'm not worried. I almost like, I don't mind getting there early, but I don't want to set up too early until I see what it looks like. I don't know how secluded it is. I don't want people to know where I'm camping. But yeah, enjoying today. Rain is definitely moving in tomorrow and Sunday. So I don't know how bad it's going to be tomorrow, but I think it's worse in the morning. So I'm probably going to be road walking with wet feet, and it's a good, I want to say if it's just under 20, or by the time I get to the place I'm staying it's 20. So it's going to be another long day, but lighter pack, breakfast in the morning, coffee in the morning at the deli. Yeah, let's do it. Definitely the warmest day on trail. And you know, the first 10 miles were definitely up a ridge and had some climbs and downs, but probably the easiest day on trail for sure. This second half, this has just been easy leisure walking, great. It'll end up being an easy 22-mile a day, which you don't get to say too often. So the paths look like this for a little bit. I just crossed that road, but where I want to camp, I think this is a trash can bench up here. Where I want to camp is like still a little over 2 miles up. But if, you know, push came to shove, you can definitely make room, you know, especially if you camp if you're worried about ATVs coming behind the road. If you camped on the other side of the recycle trash. I'm trying to think if I have any trash. I have one thing in my pocket. But yeah, and there might be better spots down here tucked away behind a tree where you're not going to get hit by a four-wheeler in the middle of the night that comes down. So just throwing it out there because there's not many options in this 40-mile stretch or so. No idea what these are, but it looks a lot like bamboo. Pretty interesting. Change of scenery, that's for sure. Haven't saw that this whole time. I'm tired, if you can't tell. But I'm almost there. So that is the first section of the road walk that I'm gonna do tomorrow, just right there. This is Sims Mountain Trail Junction. I don't know the name of the road, but I think I found the home for the night. So I'm on a bench. There's a recycle and a garbage, and probably right in there in that grassy stuff, I was also thinking about right here. I was kind of looking up. There's a big old tree that I'm sitting under right now, but don't want to camp under. But yeah, either there, probably that's a leading candidate over there, or right here. Trying to set up like somewhat behind the bench and recycling. There's also like electrical poles, there's gates there, just in case. I know it says no motorized vehicles, but you know, when you're a kid, you do stupid shit. I've definitely done, I didn't have a four-wheeler, but I've definitely been on the back of some when I was in like high school age, and at night you're just ripping through roads and property. And so just in case, I want to be tucked away, just a little bit of comfort. I don't think they would come ripping down this side, especially with the recycle right there. And my tent does have some reflective stuff on it. So yeah, I think this is home. 22 miles, like if it's not on the dot, it's right around 22 miles, which I believe gives me about 20. I think it's a little less than 20 to get to the town of Cave Spring, but I think by the time I get to the Hearn Inn, it's probably like right at 20. So that's where I am. I am going to wait to set up my tent and all that till it gets a little darker, just in case anyone comes by. But there's no camping or anything like that, and there's really not many spots. This is one of the best spots I've seen. Road noise, but it's not a very busy road. There's 2 cars when I started filming, and then they kind of go on and off. So yeah, my feet hurt. I'm tired. It's not nearly as cold as it has been tonight, and I don't believe it's supposed to be, but the rain's supposed to move in, I don't know, some point in the morning. So I'm gonna make sure I set up my tent pretty well, stake it out, all that official stuff, and I'm gonna cook some ramen probably right now. Look, there's a creek. If you get on, you have to get on the road to get there, but it's like 0.2 miles, easy walk. I got 1 liter filtered. I have a little bit left in my other bottle. But I figured if I need more, I could always go down. But I think that'll get me through the night. Just a little bit to drink and a little bit to cook. So, hey, life on the Pinhoti. It's been kind of, I don't know. Definitely a little bit of this, a little bit of that, everything. Like from camping first 40 miles middle of nowhere to road walking to easy railroad grade walking, but kind of like by roads the whole time. So shelters start after Cave Spring, and after Cave Spring it's also like 10 miles to the Alabama border. So I'm excited. I think that part of the trail is going to be much more enjoyable, much more maintained. Hopefully I share a campsite with someone. This will be my 5th night camping out, so I'll have 5 nights camping out, 5 nights indoors after this, and still have not shared a campsite with a single person. So hopefully in Alabama that changes.